Hello, welcome back, everybody. I apologize if I look disgusting at all. I just spent the last half hour vacuuming this room that I'm about to be showing you, that I'm sure you've seen once or twice before in my other videos. But the time has come. It's time to do another game room tour video. Can I flip the camera around in this? I'm recording on my phone, so I'm not sure if I can flip it around while I'm recording. Okay, it looks like I can't. Yeah, I can't. All right, so I'll just flip this around and show you the room and just give you a little idea of what I'm about to give you a tour of. All right, so if you've seen the last couple of game room tour videos that I've done, you'll know that this location has changed up quite a bit over the past couple of years, and I apologize for this area as well. It's still a bit of a mess. We're working that out. If you actually seen all the game room tour videos, first off, thank you. Second, you might notice that the room has gone through quite a number of changes, and it's not just between last year's video and this year's. If you've seen my reviews, you might have been able to spot out some other subtle differences, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to organizing like the perfect game room, or at least my idea for a perfect game room. So I'm constantly moving stuff around in here. And oh, by the way, that's my sister's stuff. We're supposed to be mailing that to her eventually. She's in LA, but she stayed over a while back, and we got to mail that to her at some point. Off topic. I'm always moving stuff around, changing the layout of certain things. Like that's a good example over there. Over there. None of the changes that I'm going to be pointing out here are just between last year's video and now. This is all just a result of my ever growing desire for the perfect game room, and my refusal to live with the fact that I might never be able to achieve that. So, like I did with last year's video, I'm going to be giving you a tour of the room, going over what's different, what's the same. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty much basically the same as every other year. So let's just get started over here with what I call the entertainment center. Obviously, we got the TV over there. That's how I play games and watch movies and stuff. There's the cable box for whenever I feel the need to watch TV. That's the Wii U gamepad. I don't have the Wii U hooked up, but it's just nice to have there. And there's the Switch hooked up to the dock. There's my PS4, and that's a little speaker that you normally have to plug like an iPhone or an iPod into, but it's got an auxiliary port on the back. And I've got this auxiliary cord hooked up to it if I ever want to listen to music while I'm, for example, cleaning up or vacuuming this room, which is why the vacuum is over there. There we go. The vacuum's over there because I just spent a half hour vacuuming to get ready for shooting this. And then I got this Wii remote charger over there that I don't have hooked up, but again, just looks nice. And I have all these boxes here, and that's Mike's GameCube. That's my brother's GameCube, my brother Mike. And I still got that Mario poster up there. That's the only thing that hasn't changed. It's still there. The only changes with this particular part of the room is that the cable box used to be in front of the TV, but now it's off to the side. And that's just because when you're watching TV, or you're watching a movie or videos on YouTube, hi, my reflection, it just kind of gets in the way. It's nice to see the time, which is really the big reason why I still have it hooked up. It's nice to see the time so that, like, whenever I feel like I'm ready to go to bed or something, I'll have that to look at. Point where you're looking at. I'll have this to look at to let me know when is the right time to just turn everything off and go to bed. Oh, actually, I should go through these drawers. The drawers are about the same. Got some HDMI and composite and component cables in that one. Some AC adapters in here, and just some random assorted wires in here, plus a memory card, a GameCube memory card, and my old TV remote, which doesn't work anymore, so we got another one. In this drawer is just a bunch of controllers and controller peripherals, like got the Wii wheel there, got another one in there actually, and some Wii Motion Plus accessories. This is the SNES mouse pad down there. And just some various other controllers, like got some Switch Joy-Con grips, GameCube controllers, some classic controllers and Pro controllers, PlayStation controllers, just the typical jazz. You like jazz? And in these cabinets, it's not much. I got some consoles in there. I got my 2 Wii consoles. There's the Wii U and there's the N64. And this is all just one big thing. So all these doors open up to reveal the same spots. So on the top, over on the far right, far away from the consoles, just some Rock Band accessories. Like there's the drum set and the drum kit. There's some Game Boy Advance games there. Random pair of headphones. And there's my old computer down there. And a lot of my old sketchbooks, which I just cringe just looking at. And then some drawers that used to be in my desk, but I got rid of them because they were just falling out. So I figured, why still put them in there? I can make some much better use for those empty spots. Wow, these doors are really squeaky. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh, by the way, there's the lamp. I think starting this year, I put these really nice bright white light bulbs in it because I also use this as a filming light for my videos. I don't have any sort of professional standing up lights, but these are really bright. These get some good results. Obviously, on days like today, it's not going to look that great because it's not that bright out. It's actually very murky and wet and cold and depressing. But that's autumn for you. So I just use this as a makeshift filming light. I'm planning on getting like actual professional filming lights eventually, but this is good enough for me. All right, over there's the fireplace, but my sister Anna's stuff is kind of blocking it. We don't really use it that much anyway. And like I said, we're going to be mailing this back to her at some point eventually. I don't know when. Down there's not gaming related, but that's my dog Coco's food and water dishes. She has some upstairs too, but sometimes I keep her down here while I'm working, and I just try to make sure she's well fed while I'm busy. So it's nice to have. All right, now let's get to the biggest change from last year's video to this year's. And you've seen this, you might have seen this a lot in my other reviews this year, but this is my workstation. This is my desk. It used to be over in that corner, but literally just last week, I decided to move it over here. And I don't know why I felt the need to move that. It's just, I guess it's still just something in me wanting to experiment and find the perfect setup. And this has been really good for me so far. There are obviously some new components here you haven't seen last year, like my new computer's right there. Basically, everything that was over in that corner is now over here. Like I moved these posters over. Actually, the only ones I didn't move were the Mario Odyssey poster and these 2 Nintendo Gaming All-Stars posters. Well, technically I did move them because the Odyssey poster was on that wall, and so were these 2, I think. And I just moved them over there to make way for all these posters. Whatever. Oh, by the way, that's the... I guess I can go over these. That's a Mario Galaxy 2 poster that I got from the Galaxy 2 strategy guide. There's a picture of Matt admiring a toaster. And my Edgeworld Legacy poster that I got from working on the Legacy season. And the Hammer and Fail poster. That's a NES poster that I got from the NES Classic, which I'll talk about a little bit later. There's my Super Mario Brothers encyclopedia, my autographed photo of Charles Martinet. There's the metal Samurai Jack print I got from the Blu-ray box set. 2 little Batmobiles there, a DeLorean. This hard plastic playmat I got from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba collection. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have this painting up here of San Francisco, just because it looks nice, and I like San Francisco. And I just remembered that because I also have a painting here of New York City with the Twin Towers in the cityscape and the Statue of Liberty. And I don't know why. One time my parents went on a trip somewhere, and they got this little road sign with my name on it, Marcus Avenue. I don't know. I love my parents, so I like to keep that up there. And now let's go over the stuff that's different with the desk and the setup. The first difference is this mic stand and pop filter were not here for last year's video. I did have, I think I had a mic arm similar to this one, but that one just completely fell apart, so I ended up getting a new one. Also, I got a fan there and a lamp, just because. Oh, this is my smudge protector as well for when I'm drawing on the Huion here, because it's a touchscreen. It's this big touchscreen monitor, makes drawing digitally a lot easier, and I wear this on my hand to prevent smudges. And there's the first new thing. This is my new keyboard. It's a Corsair gaming keyboard, and I really like this because it lights up and has this nice soft touch to it when you press down on the keys. Also new is the mouse pad, which came with the keyboard. There's my speakers. My speakers are on both sides of the screen. And there's my drawing pen. This is my computer. This is my new computer. Well, it's not new. I've had it for almost a year, but this wasn't here for last year's video. I got this at the beginning of January, I think, or the middle of January, because going into the new year, I just sort of felt it was time to upgrade. It's a, let's see if I remember this, Omen. It's an HP Omen Gaming Obelisk. It's a gaming PC. Works phenomenally, and I've never looked back. Oh, and I've also got my wife down there, because she's always looking out for me. Love you, sweetie. And here's my other monitor. It's not a touchscreen, but still pretty good. I got some coasters down there too for stuff like that. That's a big chug of water, because I get thirsty a lot when I'm just sitting here. Oh, another new thing. I got a new chair. It's different from the other one I had, because that one was a little bit flimsy, but this one has arms that are actually attached to the chair, and it's got this really comfortable leather back that's really nice to lean on. And you know, actually my favorite thing about this chair, it's made by the Blue Sword brand, but it's red. It's red. Is that false advertising, or is that just the brand name? Whatever. New chair. Really comfortable. Oh, another new thing. Well, this isn't new. We've had... Oh, no. Sorry about that. Anyway, this isn't technically new. We've had this really small TV just sitting in the garage for a while. But then I found out that the cable that it runs on is universal. So it uses the same cable as the PlayStation consoles. So I was able to find a spare one, and now I have this little TV set up here for when I'm recording game footage. And because before, I used to use this monitor. I had to unhook a lot of wires from the computer to use this as a TV, a small little TV to record. Like I had to unhook the speakers or plug in some headphones. But now that I have this TV here, I don't have to worry about that. In fact, I already got my Super Nintendo hooked up to it. And yes, I do have a Japanese copy of Super Mario RPG in here. And don't worry, it's just for show. I can't play it anyway. It's Japanese. I can't read Japanese. There's my Hog down there. It's my little recording device. And Crash Bandicoot here is protecting it with all of his girth. I also have a little Korg Pop Funko bobblehead. Hey man, I'm cold. This is the DeLorean. And there's a Trishkin. And down there. I'm going to do the whole thing in Korg's voice now. So, like I said before, I took out the drawers from my desk, except that cabinet door. I took the drawers out here. One thing, they were falling apart. Two, they were falling out. And three, I realized I can just use this to hold more stuff. Like, this is the box for my computer, and in there, that's my camera I use to film my videos. And then, a notebook there, and some gaming magazines on top. Makes a nice storage space, you know? I've still got all this stuff here on the windowsill. Had to move some stuff around to make way for stuff that I would want on display while I'm working. Same posters up here. This hasn't changed at all. Still got the Super Mario World poster, the second Super Mario Odyssey poster. That one came from the strategy guide. And I got that Super Mario 3D Land poster, which also came from a strategy guide. And this is one of the other Club Nintendo Mario posters that I got like years ago, which it's amazing that I still have. I've kept very surprisingly good care of them. From the front, at least. On the back, there's some duct tape markings and stuff. I made the mistake as a kid of hanging up posters with duct tape, but I don't do that anymore. Now I'm using thumbtacks and some blue gunk for some of these too. What's that called? I can't remember. Definitely the most significant difference between last year's video and now is the couch. This wasn't here last year. Because before we had these two little gray wool couches that we got from my grandparents after they passed away, and we just kind of inherited them. But I want to say either in April or May of this year, a friend of my mom's was kind of I think they were moving. I forget what the circumstances were, but they were just getting rid of this huge sectional, and I was just like, I'll take it. So they moved it over here, and now it is in my possession, and it is extremely comfortable. Like, I also spent some time vacuuming this because it gets dirty sometimes. It's a little big for this room, but it's just so comfy, especially this spot. When Coco's down here, she knows how comfortable it is because she will take up as much of this space as she will, which is good for her, not so much for me when I'm just trying to relax. I still love you, Coco. She's not watching this. She's a dog. Anyway, this corner of the room, this is where the desk used to be, but now those two shelves that were in that corner are now over in this corner. Same with that lamp. No, that lamp. Point where you're looking, me. Also, these posters were not here before. They were also in the other corner. Got that Grand Theft Auto 3 poster, Star Fox Command. And that's Super Street Fighter 4 3D. And I got that huge Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses poster, which I still love. That was just an amazing concert. I'd love to go back there again. I can't really go that far into the corner because there's some stuff here blocking the way. This is all actually from Easter. It's supposed to go in this closet here, but the closet's already pretty crowded. We gotta move some stuff around so we can make more space to put that stuff back in there. But that's not important now. I'm really going off on tangents, aren't I? So back here, I'm going to climb over the couch for this. Back here, got some Rock Band stuff and this plastic laser sword from Six Flags. And this is my my keyboard, my MIDI keyboard. And on these shelves, I've got Blu-rays on this top row, and some game boxes there, and some PS2 games in little, jewel cases? I guess so. And then we got PS2 games down here, which bleeds into GameCube games, which then bleeds into Wii games, and there's a lot of them. And then down there is just some music CDs, and some extra game boxes, and some N64 games that I can't play because my N64 doesn't have a jumper pack, so I can't really play anything on it. This lamp is really nice because it's got these shelves on it, and on this shelf I've got the Super Mario Checkers and Tic-Tac-Toe set on top of a Nickelodeon trivia game. I've got two of mine and Mike's original GameCubes with some NES clone systems on top. And then down there is the box for my Lego Doctor Who set. On top of this shelf, there's my Lego Yellow Submarine and most of my amiibos. Not all of them, because the rest of the amiibo are over there. But I've got some Smash Brothers ones, the Mario Odyssey ones, and that Robin amiibo also. I didn't get that. I actually won that at a contest at a AVGC this year. Anyway, on this shelf, the top shelf here, I've got DS games, some Dreamcast games, and these are all my Green Day CDs. I don't have all of them. I've got Dookie, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, and Revolution Radio. By the way, I'm really looking forward to Father of All. I can't wait to get that when it comes out. Next, I've got Wii U games here, next to my Xbox games, which is funny that I own so many Xbox games because I don't even have an Xbox. I'm sure Marc or Soft would enjoy these. This shelf, I've got 3DS games with PlayStation games and some extra game boxes. Boxes for games that in Super Paper Mario's case, we already have, but in Adventure DX, Spider-Man, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom's case, we don't actually have the discs. It's hard to explain. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. I wasn't sure what else to put on these shelves, so it's just a bunch of random clutter. Maybe I'll find some use for these one day. But today's not the day. All right, the last big noticeable difference, and I'm sure some of you saw these in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Knuckles, sorry. These really nice looking bookcases, bookshelves, whatever you want to call them. And I just got these because I was running out of space to put all my stuff. So I got these off of Amazon. I got 3 of them. And when my girlfriend Ronnie came over last year, they just happened to come in the mail. So she and I ended up building these together. And it was actually kind of fun. We had pizza, listened to music. Anyway, let's see, on top here, I've got the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. There's the boxes for the NES and SNES Classic. Oh, by the way, just to go off on another tangent, I said in my SNES Classic review that I wasn't going to get an NES Classic because I was just kind of tired of how they were being handled or being sold because they were in such short supply and people were scalping them. But apparently the Best Buy in town restocked them, and I ended up getting an NES Classic as a birthday gift. Thanks, Mom. So there's that story. There's the box for the Mario amiibo stand, which is over there. The box is up there. And that box, if I can zoom in, yay, there we go. So that's the box for my Crash Bandicoot pins, and that little cardboard box right there, where my giant finger is, that came with the Crash Bandicoot action figure that's over on my desk. I don't use it, but it's nice to have. And there's my 8-bit Mario amiibo. And those are my handy-dandy notebooks, because I'm a big Blue's Clues nerd. Can we zoom out again? There we go. I still have that old radio for some reason. I still have that George Washington bobblehead. It's not actually George Washington. It's a mascot for a baseball team that played for a town that we used to live in. And I love this over here. There's my Cappy with my Mario Maker hard hat, which is way too small for me. And then this is my favorite part. So this is a Japanese Super Mario Odyssey plush with a removable Cappy, which I just adore. But we got Big Mario, Bigger Mario, Biggest Mario. And then there's an upside down rover, just because. All right. It's going to be hard to go through everything on these shelves because the couch is in the way, but we're going to try it. Over on this shelf, I got this giant plushy Yoshi. Boxes for mine and Mike's old 3DS systems. And a little itty-bitty Mario. That's a Hamilton book that I got at the Hamilton gift shop in New York. Love that show. There's the box for my Pro Controller. Some empty question mark boxes. And that's my Game Boy Advance SP right there. And there's the box for my Switch. This is the box for the Nintendo Land Luigi Wii Remote bundle, which I didn't even know existed until Mike got it as a Christmas gift. Over here, there's my NES Classic, and on the other side is my SNES Classic. But in the middle, I got this 2013 Club Nintendo calendar still, which actually could function as a 2019 calendar, because all the dates actually line up with the dates for this year. So it works out. Then I got my Link Figma figure from Skyward Sword. There's a Fox figure from the World of Nintendo line. And this is the Detective Pikachu card that came with the Detective Pikachu Blu-ray. And on this shelf is my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, or just Yu-Gi-Oh related anything collection. I got some volumes of Shonen Jump. All these boxes have different cards in them. There's some playmats back there. These are the boxes for structure decks. These are just some of my favorite cards that I like to keep out, like my Japanese Blackluster Soldier. Really proud of that. Not all these cards have really anything significant about them, except for the God cards, of course, like Slifer, Obelisk, and Ra. Sorry, I'm being a Yu-Gi-Oh geek again. I'll just put those back. I got some volumes of the manga. I got some volumes of the original. The first and last issues of 5Ds, and the first 2 issues of, what was it, Arc 5, yeah. And then this is the Pyramid of Light card that I got from my original copy of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie on DVD. Alright, here comes the hard part, trying to get the phone down in these crevices. This shelf is just a anything goes kind of thing. I just put whatever I could on here. Can I zoom out a little more? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, so I got some Tetris lights there and there. That's the box for an old Wallace and Gromit PC game. Let's see. That's the box for my new 3DS XL. Some Too Many Games schedules. the box for Mario Maker, my signed SpongeBob musical playbill, the Switch Online NES controllers. Oh, there's Lightning McQueen over there too. Ka-chow! There's a book of Doctor Who sticky notes. There's a new Super Mario Bros. Wii puzzle. 2 empty boxes of Super Mario cereal. Some little Sonic figurines that I like to keep on display for some reason. And going down, nothing really interesting about this shelf. It's just a bunch of strategy guides, some comic books, and some other books that I haven't read, but I'd like to read at some point. And even farther down, if my arm can reach, you can see it, some more strategy guides, some other books, hardcover books, issues of Game Informer, and what else is down there? Some more books? Yeah, some more books. On these three shelves take up the entire Mario collection. Pretty much my entire Mario collection. So there's some stuff up here, like a little mushroom plush, Mario Odyssey mug, the postcards, everything else. This is my my Mario and Luigi shrine. Mario's got his section, Luigi's got his. It's sadly smaller. I like to get more Luigis eventually. And then just everything else down here, every other character. Now this section here is actually really frustrating because sometimes my nephew would come down here and like he loves cars and vehicles, so he would take the go-karts, the Yoshi kart and the motorcycle and play with them. And so because he would take them, he's not supposed to, but because he sometimes would take them, he would knock over a lot of this stuff, so I'd have to rearrange it again. And it gets annoying and tiresome. So eventually I'm just going to have to buckle down and get him his own Mario Karts. Because I'm a good uncle like that. It's a bit dark, but down there are my DVDs. And there's some more in there too, but I don't want to go down there again because it's too dark. Anyway, last shelf here on the top. Again, it's another anything goes thing, but I've got a lot of Disney Store exclusive Spider-Man Homecoming figures. And some Pop Funko Back to the Future stuff there. And Rockington. Can't forget about Rockington. And then this shelf is where I keep most of the rest of my games. Does that make sense? Whatever. Anyway, I got NES games there, including a copy of Ghosts and Goblins that I received as a prize for being entertaining enough at a Some Call Me Johnny panel. I don't know. I forget what. And then I got Super Nintendo games up there. Another Japanese Super Famicom game. It's a Super Mario All-Stars, but you can't really see it. And then I got the Super Game Boy right next to it. And then these are my PC games. Most of these I collect from rummage sales, like all this stuff there. But I also have Sims 1, Sims 2, and a lot of Sims 2 expansion packs. I really like The Sims. And then finally, got PS3 games there, PS4 games here, and Switch games there. Lastly, there's my Doctor Who collection. I'm not as into the show as I used to be. Well, right now I'm just kind of waiting for Series 12 to come out. It just feels like it's taking forever, but there's other stuff to worry about. But I still have a soft spot for it. I still like collecting stuff, including the 13th Doctor's screwdriver. I really like this because it's got 2 settings. There's the normal setting, but it also got, I don't know if you can see very well, but it's got this like spinning emitter on the top. Just pretty cool. I don't entirely like the design of it, but those functions are pretty cool. I can't really show you much of what's on these bottom shelves because, again, there's just so much stuff in the way. But it's nothing really much to write home about. It's just a bunch of art stuff and like sketchbooks and things like that. Moving over here, still got that LEGO Dimensions poster and the map of Los Santos from GTA 5 up there, and a fly swatter, because a lot of bugs and spiders get in here, and you just gotta act on instinct. And then I still have that Asteroids poster up here, and then this is all Mike's stuff. Mike is off at college right now. He hasn't really collected this yet, but I kept it here just to organize it. Oh, I also have this Coca-Cola Christmas ornament hanging up here, because it just looks so nice. And down here, I don't know why I still keep these on display, but I guess they just look really nice. I'm terrible at communication today. But these are all my VHS tapes. Well, not all of them. I've got some more in my bedroom. But it's mostly Disney VHS tapes. surprisingly the easiest to come by, from my experience. I just like keeping them up here. It's nice to hold on to something from your past. Actually, speaking of holding on to something from the past, on this filing cabinet here, I've got a Dreamcast. Yeah, it's just a Dreamcast. I don't know why I keep it on display. I usually don't, but I guess I just put it there because don't question my choices. I know what I'm doing. Oh, and also, it's just some Sprite from the other night. We were having pizza, and I just got drinks because I wanted sodas. And then, as for what's in this filing cabinet, not much. Well, there's my review code in there. I usually keep my review outfits in here because they're easiest to grab. And then, in this bottom drawer, I keep mostly more sketchbooks because I draw a lot. And I've got some more stuff in there too, if I can just dig in there. Okay, I did end up finding more stuff in there. I found some of my old scripts. These are some of my... Let's see here. And also, I found a little prop here. This is from my Paper Mario Color Splash video. This is the letter that Evil Santa writes to me at the beginning of the video. I like holding on to some of the stuff I've done. That's not a prop. I like to hold on to some of the stuff from my videos. They're sort of relics of my channel. And it's just nice to... I mean, I already have digital copies of most of these, but it's nice to hold physical copies of them, too. Like, here's the script for the Super Mario Brothers movie video. The one that I just can't seem to catch a break on because I keep getting copyright claims on it. But I also have a script for my Super Smash Brothers retrospective. And there's the script for my Paper Mario video. And this is the script for my Get Up and Dance video. You can tell the printer was having problems when I had to print it. But I promise you, this is the script. I didn't type it like this. It would have come out better if the printer was just working that day, but I guess it wasn't. So, in general, that's the current game room. That's the current status of the game room. I really like the layout. I really like how it turned out so far. But knowing me, in like a couple days or maybe a month, maybe a couple weeks or a month or so, I'm gonna come up with more ideas for what I can do to change things up a little more. This room is just gonna keep going through constant changes over time, and I'll never be satisfied. But it's fun to sort of change things up a little bit every once in a while and find what you're comfortable with. And if you don't like something, then you can just change it up again. It really is just constant experimentation, finding new things that might work for you or might not work for you. And that's just, well, it's not just like for coming up with a layout for a game room. It's for anything, really. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, so I'm just going to end here. I meant to film this video last week, since actually last week was exactly 1 year from when I put out last year's Game Room Tour video, but got caught up in some stuff, just couldn't quite, the game room was a bit of a mess, so it would take me a while to clean up, but we're doing it now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I guess I should end things now before I completely embarrass myself as usual. So, let's take a seat here, and I'll just say, idiot me, stop recording. Okay. So, what I was going to say was, we recently hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, which is just unbelievable. Like, I guess that Mario cartoon video really caught on, didn't it? So, thank you, everybody who subscribed to me after I put out that video, and thanks to everybody who's been subscribed to me for even longer, since the beginning. I'm always finding myself in creative slumps, not really sure what exactly I want to do with my channel or my career, but it's just nice to see that people are interested in what I have to put out, and it only just encourages me more to keep making videos. So thank you. And if you're new here and you want to see more of my content, or if you want to support my content, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to, and you can pledge to my Patreon or click the join button to become a sponsor. None of these are required, none of these are mandatory. It's just for people who really enjoy my work and want to support me in some way. Gnats, go away. Again, you don't have to do it, but I would really appreciate it if you would help out. So, yeah, that's about it. Now, with that said, this is Mark bidding you all a smashing farewell. Social media links are in the description, and yeah, that's about it. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.